Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope well. We have some interesting stories here I want to talk about today. For one, Daphne, she deleted her post. She made, because this whole tape was yesterday with her and Puff. So she had made a statement yesterday, Daphne, but she deleted it. And here's what's interesting. We're going to look at her Instagram. She's kind of using it as promotion a little bit. So we're going to talk about that. And also, I don't know if you ever heard of the story of Kenneka Jenkins. He claims that Kenneka Jenkins, this guy on Instagram, claims that she's still alive. And we're going to explore that as well. And also, this woman in Nigeria, she claims to have spoken to a gray alien. Okay, so she claims to have spoken to a gray alien. So yeah, this is very interesting stuff here. So we got some alien talk, some conspiracy talk, and some Puff and Daphne talk, all in one live. How you like that? How you like those apples, man? Now, give me 1 second. Okay, so we have a lot of interesting topics here. Oops, excuse me. A lot of interesting topics here, and it's crazy. And yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Greetings, greetings. Yeah, so we have three different topics that's crazy all in one. Okay, all of it's crazy. So we talked about Daphne. Everybody, a lot of people were making videos on it. A lot of people felt her pain because of the video. But however, she's in the adult entertainment space anyway, so she's not going to. I'm not saying that she's okay with the video, but somebody may have made her whole yesterday, if you know what I mean. Making her whole meaning she may have received some type of compensation, allegedly, because she deleted some stuff. She talked about it today, right? But at the same time, she took that time to promote her OnlyFans. And then you know what she put in the caption? The size matter. Now everybody don't saw the video. Well, some people saw the video of adult entertainer engaging with her, and then all of a sudden she gonna get on her Instagram and say, "Does size matter?" It's almost like she's poking fun at Puff and playing off the fact that people saw that video. Okay, so a lot of people saw the video. Some people ain't gonna admit it. I saw the video because somebody shared it with me, and obviously, like I said, I didn't see the entire video, but I saw enough to know that it looks like it looks like she was depicted in that video, and also Puff, P Diddy, um, Sean Combs, or whatever you want to refer him as. Okay, so so that's what it looks like. So we're gonna get into that, and then also, like I said, this guy is claiming that Kenneka Jenkins is still alive, and it looks the young lady that he claims to be her. It looks like it's her. I'm like, damn, man, people playing in our face, man. Because a lot of people were talking about this topic. This was out of Chicago. This young lady was at a hotel party with friends, and she ended up in the ice box, deceased. Now, there's a young lady out there that wants to be a boxer. She looks strikingly like Kenneka Jenkins. Now, let me just say this. Everyone has a doppelganger, okay? Meaning a twin. That's what they tell me. Everybody have and he had showed someone that looked like me, but he don't. He if he's walking down the street and you glance at him like locks. This is back when I had my locks. You would have thought it was me. But when you get up close on them, you go like, oh nah, they're not even a doppelganger. But it's similar. But some people out here have a doppelganger, meaning that someone looks similar to them. Okay. So anything is possible. This could be just a doppelganger. It could just be somebody that looked like Kenneka Jenkins. However, this girl looked like Kenneka Jenkins, man. We're going to get into it. And like I said, this lady in Nigeria claims to have saw an alien. When people claim to see aliens, I don't discredit them because, like I said, the government already telling us they exist. Okay. And maybe the aliens, they ready to get down with the get down. They ready to, engage with us, even though they think we crazy. They probably think we're crazy. I'm serious. They probably like, I don't know if we're going to deal with them or not. Things are just all the way out of hand in this country, in this world. Give me a second. One second. I gotta find my pen. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Okay. Let me set this up. Okay. All right. So let's see. Where are we going to start first? Let's go with the lady that claims that okay. Let me just bring this over here. Let me go back out. And let me share my screen. This lady here. We're going to go into this. Alien, guys. It says a Nigerian lady claims she encountered an alien in Benin City, Edo State, who spoke with her in Pidgin English. The lady in the clip seriously, or they trying to say that she's being a comedian, claims that an alien appeared to her in Benin City. Instead of speaking advanced galactic language, the alien allegedly spoke fluent Nigerian Pidgin English to her. The reaction video highlights the utter disbelief of the situation. The creator breaks down the hilarity of an extraterrestrial traveling light years through space just to arrive in Edo State and start using phrases like how far but here's the thing. Let me just say this. Maybe she's sitting up here playing in our face. We go out and I'm going to ask you guys, is she playing in our face or not? But if they're an advanced civilization, of course they can communicate with us. Of course. If they're so advanced, they can communicate in any language. All right, let's see what she's saying.
I saw. It happened in Benin City, Nigeria. I had a very crazy experience a while ago. And
I just want to say she is very, very attractive. Okay. All right. So she got me there. Okay. All right. I just want to say that. It's very, extremely attractive here. Okay, let's go.
While this is very uncomfortable for me to talk about, I have been directed to do so. I was told to do so. I'm scared to talk about this because it left me feeling very scared for a very long time and paranoid. This is my experience with aliens. Aliens are in Nigeria. When they want to communicate with you, they will communicate with you in a language that you understand. It spoke Pidgin to me. I've been so scared to talk about this, but at this point, I do not have a choice. I believe that there are other people that have experienced these apparitions or these aliens. For clearance, this is what I saw. They are here. They've been here for a very long time. People are just noticing them. They're called greys, the aliens. The one I saw wasn't gray, it was black. I am not so sure about their color because it was late at night, but it had a dark color. So I would just assume that maybe in the afternoon they would look gray. So this is my experience with them. This happened in Benin City. I was outside at night around 8 p.m. It had rained heavily that day, and I was taking fresh air outside because it was so cool. You know, that fresh feeling of rain when it just rained. So I came outside, and somehow I heard this voice telling me, turn back. I ignored it at first. Then it came again, turn back, someone is behind you. I turned back and I saw the silhouette of, for clearance, this is what I saw. It happened in silhouette of a.
All right, let me stop right there. Now, the alien may have been trying to kick it to her, yo. Okay. Now, if you're saying, Max, what that mean? He might have been trying to talk to her, if you know what I mean. She's very attractive. Because if I was an alien, I'd have been talking pigeon to her as well. You know, trying to show her different news she could use. Yeah. You need to come with me on my spaceship. You know what I'm saying? And let me give you some news you can use. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can give you the information of the universe. If you could just get him, you know, I'll speak pigeon to you all day, baby girl. All right, let's continue. Sorry. And her accent is getting me too.
Rabbit on a tree. I looked at it closely. I'm like, this is too big to be a rabbit. So I thought, oh, this is a monkey. But then somehow I thought to myself, what is a monkey doing here at this time of the night? We don't even live in the forest. So why would we have a monkey here? While I was looking at it, it started to move. It was walking really slowly in slow motion. That frightened me. I've never seen anything walk in slow motion except in movies. And I looked further. That was when I realized that what I was seeing wasn't a normal thing. I was seeing a creature that was out of this world. I didn't even know what an alien was. It was years later that I came across a movie where I saw this creature and I told my mom, this is what I saw that night. Anyways, back to my story. So while this creature was walking, I froze. I tried to run, but I couldn't. And then I screamed, Jesus, and I ran. I felt like pain on my body. I'm very sure I peed on my body while running. So I ran inside, called my siblings out, and they all came outside with me. We were like 4 of us in the house. When they all came outside, we started looking for this thing that I saw, and we couldn't find it. So we're approaching the spot where I saw it, and I was pointing it. I was pointing, this is where I saw it, this is where I saw it. And then this creature spoke to us. He said, sorry, I don't know, say you go fear. If you like, you hear. If you like, you not hear. You need to see the silhouette of a rabbit on a tree. I looked at it closely. I'm like, this is too big. You need to see the shock on our face. My siblings that were trying to form Boozlin, they all ran. That wasn't the end of it.
All right. See, the alien was like, listen, if you don't like, you don't like. You don't receive if you don't like. It sounded like he liked her. That's what that sound like. Man, I like this right here. He's sitting up there flirting with her. Like, he might have been flirting with her. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Couldn't sleep. We waited for our parents to come back from work that evening. Because of the rain, they were stuck in a very, very big hold up. When they came, we told them, this is what we saw, and they brushed it. Until the next morning, I couldn't get up from the bed. I was vomiting. I was throwing up. That was when my mom knew that this wasn't ordinary, that I had seen what I wasn't supposed to see. The reason why I'm talking about this now is because they came back. One thing about these guys, they will speak to you in a language they feel you understand. If you understand your tribal language, they will speak to you with that language. If you understand Pidgin, they'll speak to you in Pidgin. If you understand English, they'll speak to you in English. They talk to you even without opening their mouth, and you will hear them. So please, if you've had this experience before, you need to see the shock on our face.
Okay. I've heard people say that before, that they could speak to you telepathically without moving their mouth. If they're really advanced, they probably can. They can speak to you that way and speak to you in a way that you understand. So that's what's going on right there. Hey, like I said, if her siblings, if they witnessed it, I ain't got no reason to say she's lying. There's a lot of people be saying the same thing. Hey, man, I don't saw something, and these people, off the hook. A lot of people say the same thing about them. They're gray and they speak to you telepathically and different things like that. Um, hey, man, I don't have no reason to. Um, I don't have no reason to. I don't have no reason to discredit what she's saying. But hey, she could have. A lot of people, it seemed like the cat is out the bag. A lot of people are seeing them, and they're seeing strange stuff. There was a meteor went over New Jersey yesterday. I didn't see it, but it's all types of stuff going on, man. All types of different things. What I want to talk about next is Kenneka Jenkins. Before I'm gonna have to give you a backstory first. So I want to tell you. Let me just share my screen real quick, and I'm gonna the backstory on this first. Kenneka Jenkins, she was 19 years old from Chicago, whose death became one of the most talked about mystery true crime cases online in 2007. Kenneka went through a private hotel room party at the Crown Plaza Chicago O'Hare Hotel in Rosemont, Illinois, late on September 8, 2017. According to Rosemont Police timeline, she arrived at the hotel around 1:13 a.m. on September 9th and was seen on around the lower level and was last seen on CCTV moving through the first floor kitchen around 3:32 a.m. Her family and friends later reported her missing. Police and hotel staff searched the hotel, and her body was found just after midnight on September 10, 2017, inside a walk-in freezer located inside a walk-in cooler in an unused kitchen area in the hotel. The official ruling was that her death was an accident caused by hypothermia, with alcohol and the medication topiramate listed as contributing factors. CBS Chicago reported that her blood alcohol concentration was 0.112. And toxicology found topiramate, a medication used for epilepsy and migraines. Through her family said she did not have the prescription. She did not have a prescription for it. Medical authorities said alcohol and that medication together can cause confusion, poor coordination, impaired judgment, and can speed up hypothermia and cold exposure. The reason the case exploded online is because a lot of people do not believe the official explanation. Her friends had been on Facebook Live at the party, and internet users started analyzing the footage frame by frame. People questioned her friends, the hotel, the police response, and whether someone harmed her. The case became a major social media mystery because there were gaps that felt suspicious to the public. How she got into the freezer, why the kitchen area was accessible, why the search took so long, and why surveillance footage did not clearly show exact the moment she entered the freezer. Police said they did not find evidence that someone forced her into the freezer or another person was with her in the kitchen immediately before her death. The medical examiner also reported no evidence of major trauma or physical abuse, but her family still believed the hotel and others failed her. Her mother, Teresa Martin, filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the hotel parent company, a security firm, and a restaurant connected to the property. The lawsuit argued that staff failed to properly secure the freezer, kitchen area, and failed to properly monitor or review security footage during the search. In 2023, the family reached a $10 million settlement with more than 6.4 million going to family members and fees and costs, after fees and costs. So the backstory is Kenneka Jenkins was a young woman who went to a hotel party, disappeared inside a hotel, and was later found dead in a freezer. Officials ruled it accidental hypothermia, but circumstances delayed surveillance questions, and social media footage made people believe there was more to the story. Now, so I just want to give you a backstory on the Kenneka Jenkins case, because what I saw here, it seems kind of this seemed kind of crazy here. So let's look at this. This guy claims that she might still be alive here.
I've been watching you for like a year and a half now. And thanks to one of my followers who gave me the anonymous tip about what you've been doing for these past 8 years, we can now put it out there in the open. You owe every single person who cried over you and who wondered what really happened to you. See, right now you're playing an innocent role. You got everybody on your side, but after this video is over and done with, people are going to come to your page and they are going to ask you, why'd you do it? We're not listening to Jedediah Brown, and we're not listening to Teresa Martin. They are both characters in the game, just like you. All you BLM victims always think this day is not going to come. But if I expose them, you're not an anomaly, sweetheart. I've been watching you for like a year and a half now.
He died in 2017. Both of us were 19 at that point.
Okay, let me stop right there. The young lady that's talking right now, she's an aspiring boxer. Floyd Mayweather's father was training her. There's a striking resemblance to Kenneka Jenkins. It is striking. And she also later said that her last name was Jenkins, but she changed it. She looks just like her. I'm not saying it's Kenneka Jenkins. It could be a doppelganger, but it looks just like her, though.
In 2017, my last name used to be Jenkins before my parents got married because I was born out of wedlock. So, yeah, like my last name was Jenkins. I still got my birth certificate card. I don't know if anybody got one of those anymore. But my birth certificate card has my old last name up there. And it was Jenkins. And now it's Davis because my parents got married when I was 3. And yeah, it's just like, it's crazy. Same age, you know, I had her last name and we dressed similar. Even her nails, like, it's crazy. I used to wear my nails like that in high school. I used to have real long nails, but then I used to fight a lot. So I used to bite them off and fight. It's really sad. Like, her story is, we died in 2017. Both of us were 19 at that point. In 2017, my last name used to be Jenkins before my parents got married because I was born out of wedlock. So, yeah, like my last name was Jenkins. I still got my birth certificate card. I don't know if anybody got one of those anymore. But my birth certificate card has my old last name up there. And it was Jenkins. And now it's Davis because my parents got married when I was 3. And yeah, it's just like, it's crazy. Same age, you know, I had her last name and we dressed similar. Even her nails, like, it's crazy. I used to wear my nails like that in high school. I used to have real long nails, but then I used to fight a lot. So I used to bite them off and fight. It's really sad. Like, her story is, we died in 2017. Both of us were 19 at that point. In 2017, my last name used to be Jenkins before my parents got married because I was born out of wedlock. So, yeah, like my last name was Jenkins. I still got my birth certificate card. I don't know if anybody got one of those anymore. But my birth certificate card has my old last name up there. and it was Jenkins.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a good look at Jada, the technician Davis, a young aspiring female boxer who's up and coming in the business.
All right, let me analyze this photo for a second. Let me analyze this photo real quick. Let me see. This could be to the right. That's her. She's older. It do look like her though. It do. And a lot of people use this case in the BLM movement. That looks just like her, man. It does. It's a hell of a doppelganger. The lips looks just like her.
Business. And Jada, would you like me to call you by your first character name or your second character name? You know what? It really doesn't matter, because over here I teach everybody something called gematria. And baby girl, your name is heavily numerically coded. So I don't know if you know or not, but it's not about to look that good for you. As a matter of fact, these are some punches that Floyd Mayweather Sr. could never prepare you for. It's up from here. Time to stop running. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a... Let me get this straight. Somebody commented under one of your posts saying, you look like Kenneka Jenkins too. And your response to that was, yeah, that is kind of crazy because we look identical. It looked like we used to wear the same clothes, the same style and dress. And both of our birthdays fall on the 27th. We're both the age of 19. And here's the cherry on top. You said your maiden name, your last name used to be Jenkins as well before you changed it to Davis. You know, there's something, you know, that my people do in the DC, Maryland area where we can smell it from a mile away, right? You know, in a land full of fast talkers, you got to be on your shit or they gonna get your together. And I'm just saying to you right now that I'm not going for the book. Let me get this straight. Somebody on TikTok, you call yourself the Boxer. The Boxer matches the name Kenneka in a reverse reduction. Same cipher. Knowing what y'all know about Kenneka and this hotel freezer, I want y'all to listen very carefully to this video that I'm about to play.
Said, okay, I'll give away my car. Had me use the $500 to go to Texas. Majority of my airplane ticket took up most of the money, so I had a couple of dollars left. And I went through 5 days of hell, like out there. I was outside in the cold. I didn't have nowhere to go. I was like crying and stuff. I was just going through it. And then God said I'm allowed to go back home to Virginia.
On TikTok, you call yourself the Boxer. You were out in the cold for 5 whole days. I bet it was the same temperature as a hotel freezer. And to make matters worse, I come across this video of Clarissa Shields calling you schizophrenic and bipolar. As if I wasn't already trying to prove that you had played another character that was found in a freezer. I see what you did there. Bipolar, freezer. So I scrolled down to the first video that you have on TikTok. Kenneka Jenkins equals 82. Y'all want to know why they call her the technician? It's because from the anniversary of Kenneka's alleged death all the way until when she made that first post, that is a total of 7 weeks, 0 days. That also translates to 1 month and 19 days. If you look at the name, the technician, that equals 119 and 70. Numbers do not lie. Let's not forget why I had to create this part 2, because Kenneka's mother recently came out and said that she received $3.7 million to keep her mouth shut about this case. Here's the problem that I have with this, sweetheart Jada. Your name numerically aligns with this money. No matter if you say 3.7 M or 3.7 million. It all points back to you. Kenneka Jenkins equals 82. Y'all want to know why they? And as far as this guy Jedediah Brown is concerned, you know, the one that's going back and forth with Kenneka mother, pack that the fuck up too. He ain't no good guy. You can see it in his name who he works for. He was cooked before the food was done. Pack his the fuck up. Fake Chicago activist. Who is this? Nobody knows. But you know now. Of course I checked out your boxing profile. And it says that you started your boxing career in 2017. Kenneka allegedly passed in the year of 2017. And it says that you're ranked number 19th. Kenneka allegedly passed at the age of 19. And as far as this guy Jedediah Brown is concerned, baby girl, they got it all mapped out for you. You the church girl character that lost the house, you lost the car, and now you're battling your way up through the boxing rankings, and you're getting trained by Floyd Mayweather Sr. You got your beef with Clarissa Shields. You are way more plugged in than the law should allow. But they're about to give you your come up for the wonderful job that you did on your first character, making fools out of the whole world, thinking that you was lost in a freezer. But you need to ask a few people about me. How about you ask DDG who I am? How about you ask Steven Jackson who I am? Because they had to find out the hard way. And you are not exempt. You broke a lot of hearts. And my people are going to come to your page. Random people are going to come to your page and asking you why you did it. What deal did you take? But this is the age of Aquarius. All of this got to come out. My name is BY is real. I don't do conspiracies. I do real ass information. And as always, baby girl, they got it all.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
When I did part one, I showed y'all how her name numerically.
Now, let me just say this real quick. I had said in the beginning, everybody, they say, have a doppelganger, meaning that there's someone out here that looks like you, like a twin. I can't say for certain that's Kenneka Jenkins. I can't say that because it could be somebody that looked like her. You know what I'm saying? Could be just a straight doppelganger. You know what I'm saying? But he's claiming, he's putting it all on the line. He's claiming that's her. I don't know if he's just doing this for clicks, but you can't say for 100% for certain that's her. You just can't. You know, even though she said her last name is Jenkins, okay, she did say that. It's a lot of coincidences in her story though. Then you saying Kenneka dimples were deeper. I haven't really seen this girl smile like that, but I believe you. But I can't say 100% for certain this is her.
Aligned with her real occupation. When I did part one, I showed y'all how her name numerically aligned with her real occupation. When I did part one, I showed y'all how her name numerically aligned with her real occupation. When I did part one, I showed y'all how her name numerically aligned with her real occupation. When I did part one, I showed y'all how her name numerically aligned with her real. I also showed you how her name numerically matched hotel freezer and the venue where all of this occurred at. So I know you're wondering, where's she at now? I also showed you how her name numerically matched hotel freezer and the venue where all of this occurred at. So I know you're wondering, where's she at?
I'm just looking at the photos right now. That's a hell of a doppelganger. It could be a doppelganger, man. Somebody that just looked like her from the head shape and everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it just could be. Even look at the chin, the lips and the chin, the nose, even the nose line up. Look at the where her like right on her nose, the bridge of her nose, like that little mound. That looks like that lines up. It just the right picture, she gained a little bit more weight. However, I have to say it's a look-alike. It's a look-alike. I have to say that. And I see where you're saying that her dimples is a lot deeper, but however, if you gain weight, that could affect your dimples. Because I know somebody when they were younger, they had really deep dimples, but now they don't. Now they don't. Yeah, the only thing I could say is the reason why the dimples are a lot deeper is because when you gain weight, that can affect it. But at the same time, at the same time, um, it could be a doppelganger, man. Like I said, you just look up doppelganger. A lot of people have them. You just haven't found yours yet. But in this planet with billions of people, somebody out there look like you. I mean, to the T. Somebody look like you to the T. So, but for him to say 100%, he's acting like this is her. You can't do that. That's why I'm making this reaction because you just can't do that. You just can't do that. And the thing is, I can't even find her Instagram. Matter of fact, he said big thank you to this person for locating. Let me click on this person. Okay, it's private. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, it do look like her though, but at the same time, hey man, billions of people out here, somebody look like you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, could people play in your face and put out stories out there as a smoke screen? Yes. And let me tell you something. Is there crisis actors out there? Yes, I experienced it twice. One at the Diddy trial and one when this whole BLM Black Lives Matter was going on. I mean, I never forget it. All these, even the protesters out here right now, that's at the detention facility, the ICE detention facility in Newark. None of those people are from Newark. None of them. That's out there causing all that drama. None of them are from the city, and none of them are from New Jersey. Okay, that's crisis actors. Ain't no normal person gonna go out there and waste their time causing a disturbance and picketing. Nobody's doing that. So yeah, they do play in our face. They do. And here's the thing. We need proof though. If this is really her, we need we need more receipts. Now she did say her last name was Jenkins, and she changed it around the time Kenneka Jenkins went missing. That's when she changed her name. It could be just a hell of a coincidence that her last name is Jenkins. Okay. Her original surname is Jenkins, but I don't know. So this is a lot of people seem to think it's her, but like I said, man, I have to say it's I have to say that. Um I like a good conspiracy every now and then, but at the same time I move on. I move on if I don't have no proof now. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, I need some proof, baby. You know, to like I said, I know the some of the conspiracies involving aliens is true. You said just imagine how many people could be related because of slavery, knowing how families were, and later on in life mixing and mingling with people they didn't even know were their family members. That's correct. Now, here's a conspiracy on that, though. And it's not really a conspiracy. So none of us, if you're from here, I'm talking about 5 generations, your family's from the United States. I can go back 6 generations, more than that. I cannot trace my family back to the continent whatsoever. I had a very good history teacher when I was in college. You know what she told me? Because when she was doing her PhD, well, before she was doing her PhD, when she was in her master's program, she was working on a research team for somebody that was working on their PhD. And they uncovered a lot of things. She said they do have the records, but the records ain't what you think they are. She said what happened was all of the older people at the time were killed off and the kids were left and they were taught that they were slaves, but we were already here. Okay. They the one taught us the Middle Passage and all that stuff. They taught the kids that, but the older parents, they had died off already. And they said, well, you're slaves, you were bought here and this and that. And we actually, she said, you're prisoners of war. That's what she told me. There's a white lady too. She said, you are from here. She said, you guys, she said, Africa inhabited all the planet. You were all over the place. Did you know it? If you go to Thailand, some up in the deep jungles of Thailand, you're going to have people that look like they're from Africa, but they're from Thailand. Because people go to Thailand. I hate when they say this, when you go to Thailand, oh, they can't believe they've never seen a black person before. Yes, they have. There's natives there that are darker than you. So explain that, and got hair like you. So explain that, because they've been there. And here's another way to prove it. If you look at this island off the coast of India, it's in the Bay of Bengal. It's called North Sentinel Island. Those people have been there so long, they think that they're Paleolithic people. We don't even know what language they speak. We call them the North because they're on North Sentinel Island, but we don't even know what language they speak. Okay. They look like they straight from Africa. Okay. Now they get there. Well, they said at one point the continents were connected, or at Ice Age, they walked there or something, or they took a boat there, or whatever the case is. But that's one of few civilizations right now that has been untouched by man. There's only a few civilizations left. There's some deep in the Amazon that you just leave them alone. Okay. You just leave these people alone. But the North, there's other tribes around North Sentinel Island as well, and other islands. They have intermingled with man. But it's something about the North Sentinelese. They are willing to fight to the death. They don't want to deal with modern humans. They don't. They know about us. Okay. They dealt with us before. But what happened was one time we got slick and we kidnapped 2 of the small children. We kidnapped them, and one of them got sick, and they brought the other one back. And then a lot of them got sick because, because of the disease we carry, that their immune system, there's certain things that we're immune to that they're not, because they don't have no deal with us. So they said the country of India, they said they declared that island completely autonomous. Leave them alone. They are completely autonomous. Okay. Just leave them alone. Let them be. But some people still try to go there. There was one guy that went there. He wanted to go teach him about the Bible. They ended up burying him. They buried him right on the island, dead. Okay. Dead. Buried him. There was another guy that went there a couple years ago. He got arrested for going there. And he did it as a dare, okay, for his YouTube page. But he ended up getting arrested by the Indian government. But the Indian government said just because their immune system is not equipped to deal with us, They are completely autonomous. Leave them alone. Now that island, North Sentinel Island, is roughly about the size of Manhattan. That's how big it is. We don't know how many people are left on that island. They can only guesstimate. They have sent drones, but they really can't see. They sent drones. They tried to shoot the drones down with bow and arrows. And what was funny one time, they did have a long time ago in the 80s, they did in the early 90s, they did have somewhat of a communication with them. They brought gifts and stuff like coconuts and different things like that. They even brought a pig. They killed the pig and buried it. So obviously they don't eat pork. I'm not trying to be funny, but they buried that pig. But they kept the coconuts and everything. And they dealt with the people for a little bit and the people left. And then the people went back again to check on them, and they were like shooting bow and arrows at the boat. But let me tell you what was funny though. They thought these people didn't have boats or anything. So they went kind of close or whatever. They were shooting bow and arrows out. Next thing you know, they got their canoes out and was coming at that boat, and they had to hurry up and get out of there. Almost didn't get out of there and make it. So I thought that was funny. But from what they gather, they are fishermen. They do fish, so they eat fish and different seafood and stuff like that. But they are truly living in nature. And as a matter of fact, let me just show you let me see. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can show you. Okay. Okay, here we go. I just want to show you real quick what the island looks like. Here's the island right here. You see it? So it's roughly about the size of Manhattan, give or take. Beautifully set. It's a beautifully set place, but we don't know how many people are left there. But they've been there so long. It's in the Andaman Islands, and as you can see, you see where it's located. It's out here. See the Bay of Bengal. It's in the Andaman Islands. It's called this area here, this island. They have people went out there. But for North Sentinel Island, though, hey, no. Ain't nobody can go deep in here. So they'll sit up here and fight you to the death. They're the only ones that do that. You said there's a place in Africa called the Homie. The only black people are allowed there. You said, and only black people are allowed there only. Really? They might not even want me there. They probably like, is he a brother or what? Maybe when I start talking, they hear the bass in my voice. Like, all right, he can stay. And that's when he could stay. I'm gonna have to research that. There's a place, the Homie. Let me see real quick. Okay, I see it. Yeah, I see it. Okay. But yeah, that's North Sentinel Island, man. Like they don't play over there. They don't want us there. Nobody. They don't want nobody coming on that island. They like, we good over here. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are off the hook. We don't want to deal with you. And that's just what it is. Okay. So even Napoleon went on that island and got ran up out of there. They ran Napoleon out of there. Okay. That's how much they give it up. They ran Napoleon out of there. Okay. You know, Napoleon's supposed to be, you know, even though he was short, you know, he's supposed to have been really about that life, right? Really about that invading life. Nope. They ran Napoleon ass up out of North Sentinel Island. They sure did. Napoleon with his high heels on got him up out of there. You know, Napoleon, I don't know how tall Napoleon was. He had to have been about 4'11" or something. He was a short in stature kind of dude, right? But they ran him up out of there. You can go. Okay. Get up out of here, please. You see how big that island is? You can really relax out there. You don't need nobody. I'm sure they got everything on that island that they need. Obviously they do, because they survived there a long time. So they have everything on that island that they need to have. Okay. And they don't need us over there, because you know what we're trying to do? Go over there and invade that island and go and build condos on it. Retreat like they did the other islands. And they saw that, they're like, no, we're not doing that. Okay. So just leave it alone. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that. So anyway, let me get back to, damn, Daphne. I don't even know if I could show her Instagram. Lord have mercy. But let me just close out on this Kenneka Jenkins situation. It could be a doppelganger. You said living with snakes and mosquitoes. They shit. The snakes don't even bother them. They've been living there so long. Now, I don't know if I could be on that island. I might be on the beach area. If they invite me deep in the island, I don't know about that. I said, maybe we could just make our acquaintance right here on the beach. Because I know they got some stuff up in that island. I know that. I don't know what they that island. You know what I'm saying? I'm respect them. I'll stay right on the boat. 200 nautical miles away. Okay? Because I respect them. I don't want to go over there and mess with them. They don't want to deal with us. Okay? Because they already know how modern man is. Modern man is stupid. Okay? So they don't want to deal with us. So let them stay. The North Sentinelese. Shout out to them. But yeah, Kenneka Jenkins here. Like I said, this guy is claiming that this woman is Kenneka Jenkins. Like I said, it looks like her. It looks like her, but we can't say it's her. I'm sorry. Now people they're gonna harass this young lady. All the conspiracy people gonna harass her. It's just gonna be crazy now because all this came out. Oh, it's you know, why you lied to us, played in our face. It can be a doppelganger, man. Even though she did say her last name was Jenkins, but she changed it. So there's a lot of coincidences here, aka coinkydinkies. There's a lot of coinkydinkies here. Coincidences, a lot. There's a lot, but hey, man, I can't dwell on it. I can't dwell on this. There are a lot of doppelgangers out here. They say everyone has one, but I haven't really. I did see somebody kind of favor me, but it wasn't a true doppelganger. But out of billions of people on the planet, somebody out here got to favor you. If I saw my doppelganger, I was like, what's going on? You know, content together or something. I figured something out. But moving right along, Daphne. So we know Daphne yesterday. You know, this whole video came out on Daphne. And she had made a statement, but she has since deleted her statement. Let me look at her story. Now, let me just pause it there. On her story, you can't see it, but on her story, it's Q&A time. Okay. She did some Q&A, and the caption reads, let me stop right here. The caption reads, does size really matter? Come on, Daphne. Come on, man. We just saw the S tape of you and Diddy and all that, and now you want to do a Q&A. Does size really matter? So I clicked on it thinking that I'm going to answer the question on her Instagram. No, it takes you to her OnlyFans. So she promote her OnlyFans, man. She is not affected by this. I'm thinking she's affected by it and this and that. No, she not. She might have been in on it. She might have been in on the leak, man. And people need to come to grips now. Stop trying to give her passes, because all of a sudden she's bringing her to her OnlyFans, and now she said, "Do size really matter?" Come on, man. After people don't saw her with the adult entertainer, and look at this, and now she put this video out. Okay, it says click for your new obsession. It says click for your new obsession, me. So click there. I'm not going to click there because it's going to her OnlyFans, but it says click for your new obsession. It's me. So she the new obsession. But after that video came out yesterday, the sex tape video, her Diddy and it on the hotel night, now she got Q&A time. Does size really matter, man? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, these vloggers are crazy, yo. These vloggers are crazy. Leave her alone, yo, because she may have been, at this point, I think she was in on the leak. She was in on it. Okay. Miss me with everything else. I don't even want to click on it because I know it says visit link. I know her OnlyFans. It says more of your joy exclusively here. Let me let y'all see this. Look at this. That's what it takes you to her landing page. More of your joy exclusively here. Okay. That's her OnlyFans, man. Now, all of a sudden yesterday, the tape leaked with her, and now she got this out talking about, do size really matter? Okay. Okay. Does size really matter, man? Because everybody talking about Diddy size and all that, this and that, even though you couldn't see anything, but everybody talking, but now all of a sudden she talking about, do size really matter? And come to her OnlyFans. She could have been in on the leak. Okay. I was born during the day, but not yesterday. Okay. All these other people saying, oh, poor this and that, and Puff need to be ashamed. No, she need to be ashamed of herself, because I think she was in on it. But shout out to her though. You know, get your money. You know what I'm saying? And because people don't click on that link. I know they did. I know people don't click on the link. There's been guys, man. There's some guys out here that will really do it. They click on the link and sign up. Okay, to see some exclusive footage of Daphne. Okay, shout out to Daphne, man. She got some hustle about her. Hey, man, she capitalizing on the moment. But my question is, who leaked that video, man? What did she know about it before it got? Because look, she made a statement, right? Now the statement has been deleted. Okay, the statement has been deleted, so somebody must have made her whole, or something. Something transpired within the last 24 hours for her to delete her statement, so everybody can move on. Okay, she's not gonna file no charges on Puff or nothing like that. She got her OnlyFans, and her OnlyFans popping. I know people don't subscribe to her OnlyFans. Okay, which is cool. She get her money. I know she make a lot of money. But now, like, hey, Kim Kardashian had a sex tape, and look at her. So hey, she like, hey, I got a sex tape. You know, come on by so you can see a little bit more of my action. You know, all you gotta do is subscribe. $5.99. Come on and subscribe for more content. But when you get there, you're gonna have to pay for more exclusive content once you sign up. That's how they get you. Once you sign up, you got to pay for more content. And that's just what it is right there. I was born during the day, but not yesterday. Shout out to Daphne Joy. Shout out to her. She doing her numbers. And that's it. She doing her numbers, man. I'm proud of her. She is doing her numbers. Because you could sit there and get 20,000 people to sign up. That's a good payday. Okay. Whether you know, some people might not be into it. You don't got to be into it. Shoot, that S is going to sell. That's the oldest profession in the book. Selling the S. Okay. That's the oldest profession in the book now. That's going to sell when apples ain't selling no more. It's going to sell. How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing all right? I am going to come back with some more topics. I'm going to just go live with my topics. I'm going to come back, but this is what I have right now. And earlier you missed it. I said a Nigerian woman claimed that she saw an alien. She said he spoke pidgin, her native pidgin language in Nigeria. And it looked like the alien was flirting with her, but that's what it seemed like to me. Alien wanted to, talk to her real quick, give her some news that she could use. Because I would have said to the alien, can you please give me some news I can use? Please. Can you give me the winning lottery numbers or something? I would have made friends with the alien. You see what I'm saying? Like, look, give me some news I can use, man. I don't know what his name would be. What would their names be? X5. Like, I call him X. Like, X, man, please give me some news I can use, man. Please give me some understanding so how I could win these lotteries or something. Because they already know it before it happens, so let me know. Give me some understanding of the universe. That's it. That's pretty much it. But they deal with us when they want to deal with us. So, but I believe her, though. I believe she may have had an encounter. But that's all. That's it. That's all, man. Daphne sitting up here playing in our face, man. Who leaked that video, Daphne? You know who leaked it. That's what I think. All of a sudden, look, when everybody was poking fun at Puff, talking about his size, right? Now all of a sudden she got question and answer session talking about, do size really matter? Come on now. Come on now. This storyline is over. It's over with. Puff, he just likes to be a voyeur. That's it. He's a voyeur. Puff is a voyeur, man. That's it. That's the only way I can explain it. I remember, I never forget when she was on trial because I was there. I mean, when she was on the witness stand, she said, "Yeah." He said, "Did Puff say you the best?" He said, "I am the very best." He said, "I am in the Hall of Fame." Okay, she said that right on the stand. He said that she said, "Well, they had nicknames for each other, Bert and Ernie." What the fuck? Bert and Ernie. She was Bert and he was Ernie. I can't make this up, yo. They had nicknames for each other. She was Kobe Bryant. The Puff was Michael Jordan, and Paul was Shaq. They were the trifecta. Okay, they were in the Hall of Fame because Paul was his personal trainer. He often used Paul for the hotel nights if he need him, because Paul always come through. Was very reliable. So Puff liked Paul because if he need him in a moment's notice, Paul is there. Puff pay him a little extra 5,000-10,000, and Paul got to do what he got to do. So she said she's in the Hall of Fame with it. Okay. She even recommended one time they have a hotel night. She said, "You look like you need a hotel night." And he said, "Really?" Because Puff was like, "Nah, I'm just chilling, man." He said, "I'm just kind of stressed out. I'm just gonna fall back, right?" And she was like, "No, I'm gonna set up a hotel night." He said, "You sure?" And she said, "Yeah." Then she said he got really excited. Like, okay, cool, all right, well, and then Puff told her, "You set it up." He said, "I'm gonna let you be the boss." That's what Puff said. "I'm gonna let you be the boss. You set it up." And she set it up. She set the hotel night up, man. Okay. And called up Sly Diggler. That's his porn name, Sly Diggler. You know, I had said me and my friends used to joke because we had got approached one time, Atlantic City, one time, a long time. I can't make this up. We got approached. Tool Man Productions. They said, "Hey, listen, we having auditions. You know, come by the hotel room. We having auditions. We want you to possibly be new talent for Tool Man Productions." Then the thing is, you know what? I was green. You know what I said? What we got to do at the audition? Everybody started laughing. They said, "Bro, they looking for new talent." So I said, "Damn!" I was about to get into the game, and look, I already had a name and everything. Okay. I already had a couple nicknames, you know, because the adult stars, they have nicknames like Sly Diggler and stuff like that. I was gonna be Will Stiff. Okay. I said, and we was like joking on the. I said, "Yeah, well, I'm Will Stiff, man. That's my new name," or Denzel Assington. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm crazy, man. Something wrong with me, man. Denzel Assington or Will Stiff. You know what I'm saying? What is your name? I'm Will Stiff. I'm here to I'm the plumber. I'm here to check your pipes. Yo, we entertained and thought my boy was like, "Yo, I got daughters, man. I can't do this. I got young daughters, man. We can't, we chickened out." But I said, "Well, what do we gotta do at the audition?" He said, "What you think we gotta do at the audition?" He said they looking for talent. It was Tool Man Productions. And they had women with them and everything. Then they finally approached us. That was crazy. Tool Man Productions. I said, "Man, I'll be the plumber. I'm here to, you know how they have horrible acting. Hello, plumber. Yeah, I'm here to check your pipes. I heard you had a leak." What is your name? Will Steph? Oh my God, man. The stories I have, man. That's life where you have stories. And for some reason, people just approach me. Like I get in weird conversations with people, you know. But Daphne, I don't know why these men got on that told everything. I wouldn't have told nothing. I wish somebody would approach me talking about where you trap. No, no, that no, I'm not. He didn't hire me. You said John Long. That's crazy. Hello, ladies. I'm John Long. I am here to fix your pipes. I know I'm the police officer. I'm here to arrest you, and you have a right to be satisfied. And I am going to read you your rights. That is hilarious. I remember one time, let me tell you this story one time. So my boy was a DJ. He's still a DJ, by the way. One time he said, this is back before Serato, digital, where you had to go carry the crates of records. Me and him was working at the same insurance company. And he said, "Yo, I got a gig tonight. Can you help me carry records and stuff?" He said, "You get free food, free drinks, and everything because it's going to be at a bar. It's like a bar / lounge." I said, "All right, cool." He was like, "Yeah, everything's free." I didn't realize it was a strip club. I didn't realize this. It was a male strip club for the women. And let me tell you something. Them women are off the hook. Okay? Them women are off the hook, man. And then one of the women said, are you the talent?" I said, "No." I said, "I'm just here with the DJ." They said, "Oh, we thought you were here to do a show." They said, "You might as well get up there and do a show. Go on up there." They were like drunk and stuff, like egging me to go up there. And then one of the guys said, "Yo, you should dance. This might be this." He said, "I got an outfit for you in the back. This might be your opportunity." I said, "No, I'm good, man. I can't do that." But no, women were off the hook. Okay, they worse than what the guys be doing. It's crazy. It was a bachelorette party, and one of the people, the bachelorette, she worked with us. Her and her girls, they all work with us. And I remember they saying, "Look, don't be talking about what we did in here." I said, "I ain't gonna say nothing." You know what I'm saying? I'm just up in here helping. I'm helping him out because he the DJ. I stayed in the DJ booth, but they did give free drinks. I got free food and everything. They had like a buffet and everything. And I sat there and helped myself too. I sure did get me a plate. They said, "Yeah, get you a plate." Because all the ladies over there drunk, they over there with the talent. I'm over there with the food. I went in, I piled my plate up too. I sure did. They had macaroni and cheese, string beans, and potato, everything. They had everything. I felt like it was Thanksgiving. I sat up there and helped myself, man. I was over there off to the side of the DJ booth. And I sat there and ate. They had drinks, everything. And all I had to do was help them carry the crates. That's it. I could have played cleanup man. You know what cleanup man is? After the club's over, they feeling all drunk and everything. And here I go. I could have been the cleanup man, but that was a crazy experience. They told me to get on stage. Go, go, go. I'm like, I ain't got no damn outfits or your. You said you just go up there and dance. That's hilarious. Shout out to the ladies, man. Y'all are off the hook at the male reviews. Y'all off the hook, man. Bachelorette party. Bachelorette. Might have to do something on the passport bros later. They need to leave Colombia. The passport bros. And matter of fact, Colombia don't kick somebody out. They kicked the brother out recently. Say he can't come back. And the thing is, they don't want you promoting like what's going on in Colombia. So they telling them all to leave. Y'all go ahead and get on out of here. So rightfully so. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna be back. Fiona, good evening to you. What's up, Steve? What's going on? Steve, what's happening to you? Crazy day. What's up? The Rock, what's going on? Hope everybody's doing well. I will be back with some more topics. I'm gonna just go live and do the topics like that. So look out for me. You said they are strict. Yeah, because they keep promoting it. Colombia doesn't want you to promote what's going on. They just want you to come over to have a good time and don't say nothing. But these guys keep making videos promoting. So that's why they're cracking down on it. So it's just one of those things. But anyway, I'll be back, guys, in a few minutes. Well, not, I'm gonna get something to eat first and I'll be back. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I will be back. All right, y'all. Actually, wait a minute. I might be back. I might talk about the Guthrie situation and see what the latest on that, because something interesting about that. I think that's what I'm gonna talk about next. Nancy Guthrie. I'll be back on that. Oh, and also there's jury selection going on with the Carmelo Anthony case in Texas. Let me just say this real quick for everybody. Carmelo Anthony. I'm going to come back with that because of jury selection. I might have to be back as soon as I finish eating because they might be doing jury selection. But check this out. Let me just give you a backstory on the case real quick. It's out of Texas. I can't remember if it's Houston or Dallas. He's a high school kid, and he took a sharp knife or something and deleted another high school kid. He claims it's self-defense. That's what he claimed. And he was telling the cop that it was self-defense. You said, what about the missing? Oh, you heard about that? Yeah, I might have to come back with that too. But I'm gonna go live though, like with my topics today. Because unfortunately I can't do anything today because my car is still in the shop. Insurance to go over there and take a look at it so that I can pay Nissan and then the insurance pay the rest. Because I have rodent damage to my engine. And that's an insurance claim. So I'm just waiting. I'm just kind of in limbo right now. I was debating on whether I should rent a car, but I'm just gonna hold out for today. I might rent one. If I don't have my car by the weekend, I probably rent one because I got to go back to work. So you said the one that was arrested. Oh, you talking about the one in Brazil? I might have to do an update on his case as well. You talking about Hollis? Haven't no word on him, Fiona. Nothing. Just like I said, it wasn't gonna be no word on him. No word. But I'll be back in a second. But let me just say with the Carmelo Anthony case, that's out of Texas. I can't remember if it's Dallas or Houston, but he deleted another high school student by was stabbed. He claims it was self-defense, and the person he stabbed was a twin. It was two twin brothers getting at him, and he stabbed one of them, and he claimed that it was self-defense. I suspect that he gonna get convicted. Okay, so I don't want nobody getting upset over it. So we already know what the deal is now. Okay, so we don't want to get all. This is a case where people get upset over it. Don't even do it, because you're supposed to go fisticuffs. If they fighting you what you gonna bring a knife for? So we'll see. Maybe there's evidence that it was self-defense, but we're gonna see. I know there was recently a case. I think it was South Carolina somewhere. People upset over that because he shot this kid in the back, and he sat up there and got acquitted. That's jury nullification. That's what they practice. Jury nullification. I'm not saying it's right, but that's what it seemed like they did in that case. I can't remember the name of the case, but we'll get to it later. I'm going to come back maybe with Nancy Guthrie and a few other topics. But give me about an hour. All right, guys. I will catch you later.